So, good afternoon. We are Cultacks. Today we want to introduce you to a problem that we found big in the United States. And that is that people can't travel, so they don't know the history behind all these different cultures. And we know the U.S. is a very diverse group of people, and we know that food really brings people together, and that's exactly what we want to do as a company. So, introducing Cultacks, a box full of cultural snacks from around the world. So, are you ready to say, oh snap, it's a snack attack?
Oh snap.
So as Jem stated before, our problem is that not enough people are educated in different cultures. So now we present to you Cultacks. Cultacks is two different boxes that you're able to choose from. You have a small box, which is a single cultural box that my associate will be passing around. As you can see, it comes with 8 to 10 snacks from that one culture, and you get the historical facts of those snacks. And then it's only $15 plus shipping and handling and tax. So there's also a large multicultural one, which you have the option to choose between 34 different cultures, and it comes with 16 to 18 snacks, and it is $25 plus shipping and handling and tax as well.
So our target audience are teen adults that like to try new things and to the comfort of our own home.
So as for our competitors, as you can see, here are two examples. We have the Candy Club, who are not really much based on culturals or have like a big diversity, and they're more based off of just candy. And we have here Munch Pack, who are more based off countries and not really based off the cultures that are in the country. So what makes us unique is that we have a large variety of cultural snacks, and we provide the educational and historical facts of these snacks.
So hello, my name is Gabby, and I'm the CEO and CFO of Cultacks.
I am Anaí. I am the CTO and the co-CFO of Cultacks.
I'm Noemi, and I'm the COO of Cultacks.
I'm Jem, and I'm the CCO of Cultacks.
And I'm Angelica, and I'm the secretary.
So now let's get into our numbers. So for our total addressable market, we wanted to target the entire US. So that included people who were 15 and older, and it was 97% of people who eat snacks and 93% of people who had an unhealthy lifestyle and 80% of people in the US that actually shop online. So this gave us $43.6 billion in revenue with a target audience of 2.1 billion customers. So now for our SAM, we broke that down even smaller with just the West Coast alone. So that also included the same parameters of our TAM, and that gave us $1.5 billion in revenue with about 76.9 million customers. Now for our market share, we wanted to be more realistic and target as many people that we know we can. So we wanted to target about 575 customers our first year, which was about 50 boxes every month with a mix and match of single and multicultural boxes. And so that would give us our first year revenue of $11,500. So now for MVP results, the first time we did it, we actually sold 25 boxes, which gave us $475 worth of revenue. And this was included taking out how much it cost us to purchase the boxes and the expenses that came with it. And we also did a fundraiser and teamed up with 2 other teams. We did a shop and chew event where we're able to network our name and do pre-orders and still put our name out there. And we also teamed up with Cyber Delivery that delivers our boxes in Fresno locally. So if you're from Fresno and you order a box, Cyber Delivery charges us a $5 fee to actually get it delivered.
Now here are some testimonials from our past customers. This is from actually our teacher right here in the back. And it says, my kids and I absolutely loved your box of snacks from India. We had fun learning about each snack and trying them together. We can't wait for our next shipment. So here I have another testimonial, and this one's in audio, so hope you guys can hear it.
So this is Miles Sebesta. I bought a large Cultacks box and actually shared it with a bunch of high schoolers from Fowler, and I have to say that they decimated the box within probably about 5 minutes. They loved reading the different facts, having discussions. Some of them were from the different cultures, and so there was an opportunity for students to share and talk about when they had it for the first time, which ones they liked. And it was just a great overall experience and a way to bring people together in order to learn and taste new things.
Now this shows us that people actually liked our product and that they enjoyed it, as well as learned something new from our historical facts.
So now we did a second run of boxes, and with this, we only sold 10 boxes because we were actually trying to target outside of our friends and family and out of our comfort. So with this, we actually had our website published, and we were trying to promote through Fresno and target other people that we didn't know. And with this, we were actually able to make $180 worth of revenue. We did have 3 returning customers from the original time we did it, so they did like our product and were willing to try it again. And we had 4 purchases from our website that shows that people were interested. And according to our Google Analytics, we had about 150 people visit our website every day, and they were on our website for about 2 minutes. So that shows that we are attracting people and other customers, and that people are trying to try it and are willing to take that risk of something new. Now, from the first time we did pivot, when we did this one, we changed some of the way we did our historical facts, the formatting, and other things. And this time we did a Cinco de Mayo special, where if you ordered a single Mexican box, it was decorated for Cinco de Mayo.
So how do we plan to generate revenue? And that is primarily through our website, because that is where our customers are going to be able to go and navigate and order their box. We also have self-promotion through social media, which we plan to post as many posts we can with our link to our website so they could go and buy one. As for our sales plan, we plan to promote and advertise ourselves in other social media platforms, as well as ask friends and family to buy a box if they can, and pass out flyers to events that we are able to and get our name out, and also sell and participate at local events.
So for our financial projections, we have a 5-year revenue plan. So in year 1, we want to get $11,500, and by year 5, we want to grow about 10% and get $14,920.
Now, what we're asking for is $6,000 for 6% equity of our company. Now, this will cover our startup cost, and our startup cost is 3-month inventory for our snacks, for example, the Mexican snacks, Russian, Japanese, Filipino, and so on, as well as our large boxes and our small boxes, not the crinkled paper since we are using recycled paper. Our labels, stickers, and cyber deliveries, to pay them. And for marketing, we'd be using mostly social media, to pay posts on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and so on, as well as making flyers, posters, and billboards. Now for our administrative cost, it will be for our DBA that we are currently trying to get, and it's really hard since we're not we're not 18, so it's kind of hard, but we believe we can do it. And for our domain, for our website to be to keep published, and this will also provide us with $100 liquidity cushion.
So for our proposed structure, as Anais stated, we are asking for $6,000 with 6% of equity, based off of the pre-money valuation of 32, which would lead us to post-money valuation of 38,000. The investor can expect a $12,000 return with the money multiple of 2 times and the investor's rate of return of 20%. Now, our exit strategy is that after 5 years, we do plan to sell the company to a financial buyer so we can know that the company is stable and in well hands. Thank you.
I have a question. Would you mind going back to the slide that showed your 5-year financial plan? Okay, so if you're projecting that your revenue is going to be $14,000 at year 5, and that's the time where you're going to be doing your buyout, how are you going to be paying an investor back $12,000 at that time?
We actually didn't think of that because we were just trying to get our numbers more realistic. We didn't actually realize that till now.
Okay.
So we could possibly increase our rate or try to sell more boxes to pay the investor back.
And I'm not sure if is that the time frame that you'd be thinking about paying an investor back?
Yes, it's
Okay.
after our 5 years.
Okay. Yeah, just a consideration those two don't match up then.
And then what are your guys', have you guys done the math on what it costs for a single box versus the multicultural box? I know you kind of looked at your startup cost and inventory and stuff like that, but what does it cost per box for you guys to do?
For our actual small box, it only costs us about $5 to $6 depending on which culture it is, because some cultures are more expensive to buy for. And then for our multicultural box, it's about, I say about $11 to $12, because with that one we have to purchase more snacks. But we are trying to buy in bulk so that it saves us more money. And as we establish ourselves, we're trying to work with other companies to see if they'll give us bigger stuff.
So just for tangible reference, how much does this cost you?
That only cost us about $1.10.
With all the snacks in here?
Yes,
$1?
because we buy in bulk, and some of the little snacks actually come in packs of like 50 or 100, so it's only about $2. So we divide it to see how much each piece actually costs us.
Okay, and then the box and everything, so this costs $1.
Yeah, because the boxes we actually got from our school with the $100 that they gave us, so it didn't really come out of our pocket.
So if you're gonna ship and this is cost how much?
To ship it?
No, I mean, how much does, if I'm gonna buy this box, how much do charge me?
Well, that box actually isn't for sale. These were just like small
I'm sorry.
prototypes that we're offering you
Oh,
guys.
I'm sorry.
Those boxes are what we actually sell.
Okay, so the bigger one is the $15 and the other one was $25, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So when you did the 50 boxes per month, if I did the 25, that comes about $12.50 a month, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so when you did the 25 boxes and you showed $4.75, that was just pure profit? That was all after COGS and everything was?
Yes, because that was
Okay.
a mix of our small boxes and our multicultural
Okay.
boxes. And with our numbers, we actually just did the average of both boxes, which was about $20. So that's what our numbers are based on, is $20 for each box.
Yeah, I ship with my company, I ship product all the time on our website, and it's expensive to ship. So I'm just trying to figure out on a $15 box, I guarantee you're probably talking $7-8 just to ship it. So I'm just, unless you're doing something different than I am, if it's is it about a pound?
It's about 2 to 3 pounds, yes.
Yeah, and if you ship to the East Coast, you're gonna talk about even probably closer to 8, so, or more. Shipping costs are hugely expensive. I mean, I sell a 1 pound canister and it costs me $6.75 just to ship it. If I do a 4 pound canister, it's gonna cost me $13. So just take into consideration delivery. I mean, postage is really expensive, and so if I'm getting it for $15 and I'm paying, that's shipping, everything is all included in that, I'm getting a hell of a deal. I'm just a little worried about how much you're getting back, especially with all the administration costs and all the other labor costs and all the things that you got to get out of that profit.
We actually don't cover shipping. They
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
pay
I
for
used to-
shipping and taxes.
Okay, I got the impression you said that was all included.
No,
Yeah.
shipping and taxes isn't included.
Okay.
They actually pay that separate with the purchase
Okay.
of the box.
Okay, thanks for clearing that up.
Have you guys considered a subscription-based model? So I'm seeing the 15 and the 25. So as the Munch Pack, is that what it was, is the competitor? Is that a subscription box?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, have you guys considered making this subscription? The only reason I say that is because I fell victim to subscription-based models where I do not cancel my subscription, and so I continue to pay on a month-to-month basis while I still am excited to receive it. Like, do I really need this? But it does perpetuate revenue, and so just a consideration based on your guys' testimonials and the feedback from those who have purchased it. It's a novelty, there's an education piece of it, there's a cultural piece of it. They seem to have a really good experience with it. So they're not likely to cancel if the experience continues to be what it was the first time. So if you're doing a single culture box and you're guaranteeing for a year that they're gonna receive 12 cultures throughout the year, right? So they're looking forward to, I'm receiving my Japanese infused box in January, then I'm going to my, Spanish culture box, whatever it is. If you make it a subscription, then you're guaranteeing that customer once a month annually. So I don't know if you've considered that or what that structure might look like and how that annual cost would differ from a one-time purchase cost, because I think you guys could go higher with a one-time purchase, but then keep it consistent for something like what Munch Pack is. I don't know what they sell for. Have you guys considered subscription?
So at the beginning, we were planning to go subscription-based, but we actually talked about it, and we thought as of right now, probably the customer buying as many boxes as they want, if they want 1 or 2, because sometimes you guys do have parties or other things. So, but however, in the future, we are considering switching to subscription-based because we do realize that it could go more or longer if it is constant, as in monthly.
Yeah, I think you're more willing to grab a customer for a longer time and guarantee consistent revenue if you have a feature that just delivers their box the same day every month.
And you can control your inventory.
Yeah.
That way you're not having all these different products. Like if Jenna wants, a Japanese and Jenna wants, I mean, you're gonna have all these inventories, but if you have a single kind of entity that you're doing, okay, this month it's Japanese, you only have to worry about that one product and the one inventory and everything, and then you can buy, like you said, in bulk that, and you can limit how much cost of goods that you're gonna be carrying, so. And then the other thing I was thinking, and I'm sorry I'm bringing this back about shipping, because people hate shipping. Believe me, they hate shipping, and that's why, like on our site, we go $75 more, you get free shipping. You might bump this up instead of $15, do it $25. Shipping, handling, everything's all included, I'd rather pay $25 for free shipping than $15, and let's say the shipping's $8, it's still cheaper, but I'd rather have 25 because I don't want the surprise at the end. Even though I probably pay $2 less, people will love it that way.
People pay more for just a flat rate.
Absolutely, yeah.
And when you go to like the higher volumes with subscription based, and I know it's a really clouded market, like there's a lot of subscription boxes, so you'd really have to fine tune the piece of the cultural piece of it, the education of this box, more so than just it being a box of snacks that are colorful. But like we have a large part of our business is shipping also. The higher volume, the better you're going to be able to negotiate your shipping rates and how these boxes are being shipped. So maybe that's not the most efficient way to ship the box. Maybe there's a flat rate box or something where you're keeping shipping consistent and you have your different zones, like zone 1 is the West Coast belt, zone 2, and you can establish those negotiations with the different shipping carriers. So that's another benefit to having a higher volume that's consistent on an annual basis. You just can control so much more. And as a buyer, I'm more likely to just keep it, that charge on my card versus going back to your website and doing one-time purchases over and over again.
One more consideration just to help with your costs of goods. If you can build relationships with vendors for any of these products, because really this is advertising on a small scale for these products. I just tried 3 things that I've never had before, so that's marketing and advertising to these specific products that now I might go purchase at the store. So if you can kind of sell your product to vendors or manufacturers as well, maybe they'll give you discounts, or a lot of subscription boxes, they're getting samples to put in there. So they're actually not paying for any of the goods that you're paying for.
Yeah. That's what we did with our product. We did sample boxes. All I had to do was provide them the sample, because it gave me marketing ability, gave me more people that I don't have an opportunity to get to, that they had like market, and they got free product from me, so.
So just a consideration, if you can call, even if, starting on a smaller scale, if you can touch base with some local businesses that have a cultural influence and see if they'd be willing to contribute to your boxes, and then they might get new business going through their doors as well.
Yeah, I think this is great.
I do too.
I really do. I think if you go to subscription base, that school, and as Jenna said, I can't wait to get, the next month and see. I loved reading about it. It was so cool. You're sharing it. You're sharing experience, not just having a snack, but you're sharing experience. I think this really has some opportunities. It was fun. I really liked it, and I was eating things that I never had before. And I really liked this spicy, sweet, salty thing. It was really good. And kudos that you did this, because that helps us to understand. I think these numbers are awfully low. If you start following some of the things that we talk about, these are way too low. You have much more opportunity, because I think you got a good niche. I think people are looking for fun things. They want to have things that they can talk about. I'm going to go and talk to my wife about this, then my wife's gonna try this, and then she's gonna tell a friend, and then she's gonna go on social media, and then she's gonna go tell a friend. So that's what you want as a viral product. You want something that where people get excited about it, they talk about it, and everybody wants to find something new and share. And so you can have a lot of viral free advertising by doing that, talking to products and say, hey, I'm gonna get your product out there, and as your Facebook blows up and your Instagram blows up, they're gonna say, I want to be part of this. So I think you really do have something. I think you just gotta kind of come together a little bit. But, I think, yeah, I liked it.
I love your business idea. I would say as an investor, looking at, you want to stay realistic, but yet you want to show some growth. So one, being in business after 5 years and being able to sell your business is, as a small business owner, is an achievement in itself when you look at what the statistics are for survival. But I think you want to show more than a 10% growth over 5 years. And then you talked about your website. Google Analytics had 150 hits in a month, I think it was?
Yeah, it was the
Your
past
first
30 days.
30 days, and yet you sold you had 4 web orders. So maybe talk about how you might be able to turn some of those hits into either using the subscription service or, how you're going to be able to, because that's pretty good traction, 150, but yet you have 4 orders. So that's pretty, low turn right there. And then I love your, think of different ways to market, because doing sample boxes like you did to us, like Greg said, if you can use that as you're out in the community or at farmers markets or however you can do, or drop off at schools or events, because it will go viral. It's great. And maybe when you do that, do something that you at least put your business name or your label on here when you're doing sample boxes too. So if we're going to go on and talk about it, we can remember the name without, it's not even on here, but that, just another way to market it.
It's just just little things, stickers, just like if you had just like print kind of sticker in your name. Also too, on your fun facts, make it a little bit pretty, kind of like something interesting that's not just the black and white, but something that's going to draw their attention. Those little things will really hit, and will make people look at it. Hey, remember this? Remember that paper about the Russian snacks? Oh yeah, and like Greg saying, people keep talking about it and keep talking about it.
And put your business name and website on.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
It gets tossed around, it's not on there at all.
So market yourself. Market yourself. Put your
Just
name
look
on
at,
everything.
we're having fun with it, and you got 4 or 5 of us here, so. So just, those are the things to look at, and you want to do things that are cost, that are very cost and easy. So, that's viral, and some of these take, you want as much free as you can use, so.
I also thought the testimonials were very impactful to your presentation.
I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.